Earlier this year, Action News Investigates reported some UPMC employees were outraged to learn the hospital chain was leasing a new jet at the same time it was laying off 1,000 employees. Now we've learned that jet has made more stops in Boca Raton, Florida than anywhere else. And Boca Raton is where the CEO of UPMC owns 3 condos. Our cameras were there in July when UPMC's jet returned to Pittsburgh from a trip to California. Earlier this year, Action News Investigates asked UPMC CEO Leslie Davis about leasing a new jet while laying off 1,000 employees. I understand that in just last year, UPMC engaged with a new corporate jet. Is that any concerns about that in light of all the restructuring?
No, we have no concerns. We have lots of tools and lots of things we do to manage UPMC. We have lots of robots and things that take care of patients in the OR, and we have transportation issues related to our executives and our physicians when they travel abroad, and so everything is scrutinized and looked at very carefully.
Records show the jet flies all over the world, including Italy, Ireland, and Croatia, where UPMC owns hospitals. But the most frequent destination is Boca Raton, where UPMC does not own a hospital. The hospital chain does have a partnership with a pharmaceutical company based there. Property records show Davis, who earned $11 million last year, owns an oceanfront condo in this complex in Boca with her husband. They also own another one nearby. Davis herself owns a 3rd condo in Boca where her mother lives. Flight tracking records do not show names of passengers, but they do reveal the UPMC jet made stops in Boca last year in October and November, and in nearby Palm Beach in December. And this year it flew to Boca in January, February, April, and May. In April of this year, the jet went from Pittsburgh to Boca on April 23rd. It flew back to Pittsburgh on April 24th, the day UPMC announced layoffs, then returned to Boca April 25th. It was on the ground for just 40 minutes before returning to Pittsburgh. Action News Investigates asked UPMC multiple times if Davis was on any of the Boca flights and if any flights were for personal reasons. UPMC did not respond. Earlier this year, UPMC spokesperson said the leased jet is used for essential and efficient business travel.
Right now, I don't think there's a whole lot of charities that are flying private jets around.
Philip Hackney is a law professor at Pitt and a former IRS official who's an expert on nonprofits like UPMC. He says UPMC is disclosing use of the jet on its public tax return, so there does not appear to be a legal issue.
We might question the use of the charity's use of resources, but it's not a legal tax issue if it's been done that way. There were just layoffs of employees at UPMC, and so that creates an optics issue.
Earlier this year, Action News Investigates asked 2 UPMC nurses about the hospital chain's use of a new jet in the midst of cutbacks. The nurses asked not to disclose their identities for fear of retaliation.
It just feels like it's for this corporate greed instead of concern about their patients.
What message does that send nurses like yourself?
That we're just expendable.
Every 3 years, the IRS reviews nonprofit hospitals to ensure they're providing adequate community benefits. Several years ago, a think tank blasted UPMC for being among the worst in the country for community benefits. UPMC calls that study fundamentally flawed and said it gives back more than $600 million per year. Reporting from Shadyside, Paul Van Osdol, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.